Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here.
And Jade, hi everybody.
And welcome to another Sega Wall lockdown isolation special, third wave. And this is a real positive one because Boris has spoken. We're getting some positive vibes, aren't we?
I thought you were going to say Kazami.
Oh, we're that as well. But, you know, it's some positivity over this whole bloody pandemic and whatever your politics is in it. Hopefully now we're getting towards the end of all this. Will we get complete normality back? Who knows? We don't know. But at least it's looking like in June in the UK we're going to get a lot of freedoms back. And you know, we can visit people. We can see people.
There's a light.
There's a light. And that's a real positive. And regardless of your beliefs on this whole pandemic lockdown, you know, you've got to take it as a positive. And yeah, hopefully we get some normality back. And wow, guys, this pickups video, this channel update is going to be absolutely swamped by Nintendo.
It's my doing.
It's the Nintendo invasion. Alex's ears are just pricked up because he ain't going to believe the Nintendo we got in this video. But there you go. I'll just need a sip of my tea.
Yeah, I'm extremely sporting the new merch. Oh.
God, tea tastes good in a Sega Zombie mug, doesn't it?
It does when it's a biscuit brew. Get your biscuit brews in, guys. They're lovely.
But yeah, I'm sporting the old Game Zone Bird Room t-shirt.
Yeah, but I'm
and you've got, you know, the Sega Zombie t-shirt.
Yes, I officially have one.
But yeah, guys, fantastic response to my 1,000 sub comp giveaway. Really enjoyed that video. It had so many comments. The competition went wow. It was kind of fate, really. It was mad that Gib84 Gordon sent me those games, and I just couldn't believe it when Eden pulled Gib84 out of the box. It was crazy. So
which one did he have then?
He won the whole competition.
Yeah, but what prize did he take?
He chose that shows you haven't watched the video. I can't believe you didn't watch it. I thought you watched all my videos.
No, I haven't. I will. Later, maybe.
Wow. There you go. Revolution here. Jade has not watched the results of that video, so there you go.
Oh.
But yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So yeah, Gordon chose the Mega Drive Flashback HD console, and yeah, it was just crazy. It was kind of like fate. I couldn't believe it. And then Bizarby James, he won the runner-up prize, and he's getting a Sega Zombie t-shirt. That is en route to you, James, so hopefully you get that real soon. But yeah, that's it really. There's been a lot of Spectrum videos. No apologies there. I'm absolutely loving the Specky. Had a great result with the +3 off Craig Goodwin's place. That's all working. And I've been playing some Operation Thunderbolt on the Specky because I actually have that on +3. I'm going down a rabbit hole. I keep looking on eBay at +3 disc games. I've been speaking to Big Mike, without further ado, Retro. He's got some dupes for me. So, you know, it's all Specky at the moment, apart from the Nintendo invasion. And for those of you that watch our videos, will have seen recently on the swap shop, I done a trade with Danestar, and I got a Famicom. And guys, I'm loving the Famicom. It's actually really, really cool. And I've been picking up loads of games. And the first little bundle I picked up, and I put a cheeky offer in on this, and the guy accepted. And that is this. And that is the boxed Famicom Gun. And this is so cool. It looks like a Magnum, you know, 45. It's just so goddamn retro. Look at that. It's in absolutely fantastic condition. You actually cock it and fire. And we've been playing that a lot on the B&O, set up in the kitchen. An absolutely brilliant little accessory. I do love my light gun games. Remember back in the day, was my brother had Duck Hunt. And it was like the Duck Hunt Mario double cartridge for the NES. And we used to play that a lot. But I've not really ever played any other of the Nintendo in-house light gun games.
That game that we played, that was the one where you had to shoot the bad guy, wasn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
Yeah.
Which obviously I got this, and then in that bundle, it came with 3 light gun games, which we've got Duck Hunt, just cartridge. I love all the different colours. I'm really hooked on these. I love it. So yeah, we've got Duck Hunt there, and then this one is Hogan's Alley, possibly.
That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one where you got to shoot the villains. Really cool game. I enjoyed that one.
I was a rubbish target. That was nice.
And then we've got Wild Gunman, and look at that box. Nintendo cardboard. Would Sega Zombies start collecting Nintendo cardboard?
When you got my influence.
Yeah, I do really like these. I think they're such cool little boxes. Wild Gunman, again, a really game. Reminds me a lot of the Coleco draw game, which I've showcased in other videos. But yeah, look at that, guys.
Pretty
Absolutely
damn cool.
Fantastic condition. It's got the little booklet.
I was going to say, did you get like a manual?
And this is, I don't know what age this is, but it's got to be sort of like early 80s. 1984. So, you know, for something from 1984, I'm really pleased with the condition of that. And the light gun. An absolutely fantastic addition. We can't say Sega Wall, though, can we? Even though I'm putting it up with the Sega guys. But that don't stop there, boys. We have got an awful lot more. A game that I absolutely loved on the Spectrum. I can vaguely remember it in the arcades, but it's predominantly the Spectrum port that me and my mates just played it all the time. And it was the first one-on-one, 1v1 fighter I can remember. And that is Ye Are Kung Fu. And I had to get the Famicom port. It plays kind of quite a bit different to what I can remember of the original, but it's a fun little game. I've had a quirky little go on it, and it's Ye Are Kung Fu. These cartridges are just so cheap, you know. I think this was like a £5, you know. So it's great just to have a little blast on it, and it's a really good little game. So we've got Ye Are Kung Fu. I'm kind of, in a way, the influences from Nintendo Arcade. He keeps doing his arcade to console videos, and I'm just intrigued that a lot of them are Famicom, NES conversions that he compares. And I love the early arcade games. It's massive, and with the whole Commando on the Video Master, there will be one more video. I want to get one more Commando video in before I send the PCB back to Alex. Thanks, mate. I've really loved Commando, and I've been really thinking what arcade game I've got to focus on next.
That's been fun because the kids have been playing it.
Yeah, we've all got involved.
Yeah.
You've played it, the boys have played it. We've all really had a lot of fun with Commando, and it's really sparked my interest in them early arcade games and the early conversions. It all stemmed really from a year or so ago when I purchased the ColecoVision, and just seeing Gyrus and all those early arcade games converted on there, really. And yeah, I've been loving it, and long may it continue. But back to Famicom, and we have got a load more games, guys. I've been buying so many. Another arcade port is Tiger Heli. This doesn't play as great, you know. It's an 8-bit game playing quite an advanced game for the time. 1986 Tiger Heli. I'm not sure what time. The arcade game must have been about 84, 85. A fantastic little game in the arcades. I'm sure I played this at the last revival. I can remember playing it on a little MIDI cab. Really fun game. The Tiger Heli. Another one added to the ever-growing Famicom collection. And then we've got Star Force, which is a competent little shooter. I really enjoyed that. I've had quite a bit of a blast on this one. So yeah, the game I thought it was, and I was talking to Alex about this, is I thought it was Crisis Force. But no, Crisis Force goes for like over £100 just a cartridge, and this was like £6 posted. So yeah, this isn't the game I thought it was, but it's still a good little game, a nice little shooter, that one. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to butcher this one, but it's Argus, or not the catalogue, but Argus. Again, another shooter. This one plays a lot more like Xevious, that sort of style game, where you also shoot a bomb that like hits the ground as well as the ships flying at you. I don't know if that's going to zoom in on there.
Nice little aqua colour.
But yeah, again,
Snazzy.
quirky little colours. I'm liking these colours. And then this was a recommendation by Alex. He said, Scott, you've got to get this if you remember the arcade game. And boy, do I remember this arcade game. I remember Manning's when I was a kid. It was kind of like an arcade. It's still there today in Felixstowe. And it was like stepping back in time, because the machines they had in there were all the classic early 80s arcade games.
Like walking
and
back in time.
it is still a bit like that.
All the carpets.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of the sort of classics they've sold on, but they did used to have some right gems in there. As a treasure trove.
It does make me laugh because you go in and they've got the stools and it's got the fake legs. Like retro trainers
so
and that
cool.
When you're sitting on them, it just looks funny.
But yeah, that game is Kung Fu Master. I remember playing this with my uncle. We used to go down to Felixstowe, get the chips, go on the pier, and then me and my uncle would always be in Mannon's playing Kung Fu Master. What a game. An absolutely brilliant conversion on the NES, and I've been playing this lots. I can't get off level 4. I keep dying on that level. I just keep getting taken out, but what a game. And I've just found out that there's a sequel, so I really need to track that down. But yeah, a great little game. Thanks for recommending that to me, Alex. That's a brilliant one. Oh, there goes the Sega glasses. And then finally, a really awful game. This game is so bad. And that is Schwarzenegger's Predator. really doesn't have much to do with Predator. Yeah, the sprite looks a bit like Arnie, but the game is just god awful. The sprites are massive. You just don't know what you're doing. Everything sort of hits you. It's an awful game. And the guttering thing is this is the most expensive one I've bought, and it's rubbish, guys. Do not play Schwarzenegger's Predator, but I love movie tie-in games, so I just see it and I thought, I used to really enjoy Predator on the Spectrum, but the thing is with the Specky game is that if you stayed at the bottom of the screen and just kept shooting, you didn't die. So like you could just finish the game. So it had that sort of like bug in it, but great game on the Specky, absolutely awful on the Famicom, and I can see why that never got released here in the UK. So yeah, that's it at the Famicom. But there's more, and Cy Owen, Ginger Hippy Gaming 42 has sent me and Jade some gifts. And first of all, he's sent me this. He's into his 3D printing his Cy, and he's sent me this completely free of charge, a gift. Thank you so much, Cy. It's the family computer stand, so we can put, we'll put Predator at the front there. And these all sit lovely, keeping those pins nice and dust free and clean. And they sit lovely in that stand, and I'm absolutely chuffed with that Cy. I think with my Famicom habit, I'm going to need a few more, mate. But I'm absolutely loving that, and that leads on to what Cy's brought you, babe.
Yes. Right, I just want to say thanks, Cy, for your generosity, because obviously Scott received the package and I opened it up, and it's not only one, but I got 3 in total. And it was Game Boy related, obviously, to hold not only my actual Game Boy, but I have a game stand and a showcase for a particular game. So, and I was really chuffed, and it's really kind of you to send them. And I love how he's added the Nintendo in the back set part of it, but the Game Boy stand sits lovely on there, so I'm able to actually sit up at home and showcase it, other than it always being bubble wrapped in the box.
It's lovely. You can just have that on your shelf, and the detail in it is awesome, isn't it? It really is fantastic.
Really good. But as I say, I only noticed it when I got it just out of the box again, that there's Nintendo just on the bottom there. So that's really, really cool.
That is really cool. But yeah, the detail on that, guys, look at that. It looks absolutely fantastic.
That's just so thoughtful of you. I just really appreciate it, and you taking the time and effort to do that for me. So thank you ever so much. And I filled it up. And I've got a stand for my cuts here, for my Game Boy cuts. Obviously, like Scott said, I might need another one, so I might have to contact you about that. Lovely. They sit in there really, really nice, but I don't want the games to fall out. But you can see that there's Game Boy on the front there. It holds a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. Thank you ever so much.
But they're really cool.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
No, but it's just nice because instead of them just sitting in a box, I can actually just have them set up there, just grab one and go. And as I say, it protects them in there as well.
You're going to have to make that like bookcase that you've got in your dining room. That's going to have a little Game Boy shelf.
No, you're going to buy me a shelf. And
I'm going to buy you a shelf.
This room. Slowly worm me way in.
The Nintendo invasion.
And then the last little one I got is really cute, and it's shaped like a little Game Boy. The little holder at the front there, and I can only assume that it sits. Oh, I'm really shaky, sorry. Just showcasing your favourite game, and of course Tetris.
It's going to be Tetris, isn't it?
I love Tetris, absolutely love it. So thank you ever so much. I really appreciate that, and yeah, without a doubt, we're going to want some more from you. So thank you ever so much.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, Si. We're blown away with them. Chuffed sick, as Sega Zombie would say. They are absolutely brilliant, mate. But yeah, links to Ginger Hippy Gaming 42 will be in the description down below, guys, to this video. As in everyone I always mention, they will always get a link to their channel. Cy's got a fantastic channel. Go and check it out, guys, if you haven't already. And that leads us on to the final purchase, the final pickup. And this only arrived yesterday, which Jade managed to get in that box. And boy, was that gaffer taped up, wasn't it? Jade used brute strength to get into it. And this is kind of like, I've been really sort of, there's going to be a void. When Commander goes back to Alex, we're going back to the Video Master. When Commander goes back, I was real conscious of, I want another game I can really focus on, like I have for the last month of Commando. And, you know, I can go down the emulation route and get a Pandora's box and all of this. But, one, I'm not really into that emulation unless it's pretty much perfect. It just annoys me when you get tearing, and I know the Pandora's boxes have got better, but my understanding of them is a bit like an EverDrive cartridge. I've got nothing against emulation and ROMs. It's great because the retro hobby and retro gaming is not cheap. So if someone can get an EverDrive, fill it with ROMs, and they can play all the Mega Drive games, good on them. You know, I love people playing it, but for me personally, I find it really hard to get into a game when you've got 500 games on a list. I tend to just browse them and have a quick go on the odd one or two. Going through it, it's the same with the Spectrum. I've got the SD reader for the Specky, but I prefer to just get the tape, load it in. It's all part of the nostalgia for me. To some that will sound strange, but to us collectors that are so passionate, you know, it's really important to have the original game. And I find that if I've spent a lot of money on a game, I'll play that game. If I'm just downloading it for free, then I tend to not get into it. But each to their own, and I'm not having any digs at emulation at all, because it's a great way for people to play, and you know, we're all in different situations money-wise and things like that. But for me, I've gone down this route, and Alex is getting lots of mentions, but he sent me a link to a guy on the UK VACAR Facebook group, because I said to Alex, you know, I need something to replace Commando. I was thinking of one of these, and that is the MVS SNK Neo Geo 1-card slot sort of motherboard.
That's cool.
That this will plug into the jammer there, and then we got you get your cartridges and they just fit in there, and you can play your games like that. Now again, I was thinking maybe I'll buy the MVS cartridge with the SD and I've got all the games, but I've already got the games on my Neo Geo Pro arcade stick. For me, it's just I want the select few Neo Geo. I'm a massive fan of Neo Geo, SNK, I love Metal Slug, I love Samurai Showdown, I love all the amazing shooters that Neo Geo have done, and SNK. There's some awesome games, but there's an awful lot of fighters that I love my 2D fighters, but there's certain, I'm more of a Capcom fighter. I prefer my Street Fighter. I don't mind Fatal Fury, I don't mind Samurai Showdown, but a lot of the other games sort of all gel into one to me. So I just want to focus on a select few, and this was a great deal that I got off UK VACAR Facebook group, and yeah, we've got that, and it came with 2 cartridges. So the first cart is 3 count bout, and look at the size of them. They're absolutely monster, aren't they? I love it. But I haven't plugged this into the Video Master yet, because like I said, as soon as Commando's done with and I take that out, box it back up for Alex, this will be going into the Video Master. So watch out for a future video. We'll focus on these games. But we've got 3 count bout. These aren't games that I'd necessarily choose, but they came with it, and this was a great deal because, my God, I can remember when I first looked at these were kind of quite cheap, but they're becoming very expensive at the moment. Like everything retro, in the last 12 months, the prices have gone mad. But and then this game is Puzzle Bobble, which, to my understanding, is Bust a Move. You know, basically Bust a Move on the consoles. Can you remember that game where you're the little dragons and you blow the bubbles up? It's like a puzzle game. No? Great game. I can remember so many memories of it with my mum when I lived at home all them years ago, the PlayStation era. And my mum would sit there in the living room. I can remember I gave her my PlayStation. After I'd finished the Resident Evil games, I had no interest in the PlayStation. And I gave it to my mum because she loved Bust a Move too. And as soon as me and my mates would come in from going in town or being out, she'd be sitting there waiting for us with the controllers, and we'd have to play 2-player head-to-head on Bust a Move because my mum loved that game. So yeah, Puzzle Bobble, really looking forward to playing that one. So another rabbit hole, guys, but we've got an MVS board and a couple of cartridges to get us underway. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to go the EverDrive kind of route. I think I'm just going to hand pick certain carts if they come up at a reasonable price and just focus on them.
And rent another flat to store them all in because they take up so much space.
Yeah, imagine an MVS wall. But there we go, guys. Yeah, so guys, it's another rabbit hole that I'm going down, but I'm only going to select a few games when they come up at a good price.
That's what he says.
And, you know, focus on them games. And there's no way I can have an MVS wall because they're just so big, you know. I'm just going to have a select few games and just focus on them. You know, each month just focus on a game, focus on a high score, and just try and get a better gamer, you know, get better at some of these classics. So yeah, that's the pickups. I've just got one more thing to show, because we did have a right laugh with this. And it's recently been Valentine's, and Jade, bless her, she got me some fantastic gifts, and she also got me this, the Retro TV games. Includes over 200 games.
It's so sad.
And oh my god, we did laugh, didn't we?
Well, the thing is the box was okay size, so I was expecting him to get this controller out and
wait for it, guys. Look at this.
It's tiny.
It is absolutely tiny. Look at that.
But it plays alright though.
But yeah, it plays okay, and wow, the games are just like, whoever put this together is on some seriously hardcore drugs.
It was just so funny though, because I just thought, I've got to get him something retro. And I just thought, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not 100% on track with where you stand with your Mega Drive games. And I saw it and I was like, I've got to get it. And it came and I thought, oh, it'll be alright, got it out. What is that? Like, it was funny.
It's the games, wasn't it? We were laughing.
There's even a lawnmower one. You have to like.
No shit. There's a lawnmower game where you're a lawnmower and you're just going around cutting grass, avoiding the dog.
and then they've done really rubbish, cheap covers of big games.
It's so funny. Maybe we should do a video on this.
Yeah, maybe we should.
And we'll do a little video, maybe a little comedy video on
the
it.
back.
But yeah, we'll see if we can show it in its glory. But yeah, there's the back of the box.
Oh, so yeah, I haven't won any girlfriend points there with that.
Oh no, I love it. Where else can you go and get a console and play as a lawnmower? Where can it be done?
Oh, your dreams have come true, Scott.
There's some awesome games on there. They're just so funny. We were laughing, weren't we?
Funny.
So there we go, guys. That's it of the pickups for this video, and there is plenty more to come. There's going to be a Mega Drive final countdown video imminent, but that's going to be after the final Commando video. I'm not feeling very confident that I'm going to beat Alex's score, but I'm going to goddamn try one more go and see if we can do that. Final countdown, Mega Drive. We've got some games to show off. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So until the next time, guys, I'm Sega Zombie.
I'm Jade. See you
Goodbye.
later. Bye.